welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Club América 4, St. Louis City SC 2 in the Leagues Cup 2024 round of 16. Club América 4, St. Louis City SC 2, La Leagues Cup, octavos de final. St. Louis are eliminated. América, avanzar, advance to the quarterfinals. St. Louis eliminado. They had a chance. Man, they were holding on for dear life, but the last 10 minutes went to hell in a handbasket for them, and they lose the match. And it's really all them. Goals were scored as follows. The 15th minute, Brian Rodriguez scores to make it 1-0, 1-0. Halftime, it ends up being 1-0, 1-0. St. Louis have some chances. They just don't take them. But St. Louis looked slightly better in the first half, I thought. I thought they looked like a team who could definitely give América a challenge, maybe win this game, and they did look like that for 80 minutes. We'll get there. Second half, 50th minute, Indiana Vassilev scores. Ball played into Vassilev by Leuven. Vassilev takes the shot into the far corner. 1-1, 1-1. Beautiful shot, beautiful run by Vassilev. St. Louis ties it up. 55th minute, penalty given to St. Louis City. Hartel taken down, clipped down in the box. It's given. Edouard Leuven takes the penalty, slots it home past Malagon in the 55th minute to make it 1-2. 1-2, and St. Louis have the lead. And they hold on to it till the 79th minute. Ball's out wide for América. Ball's crossed in. Valdez with a thumping header to tie the game in the 79th minute. 2-2, 2-2. Brian Rodriguez is given a penalty in the 86th minute, not 30th. 86th minute. I was looking at 3-2. 86th minute. Given a penalty. Totland on the handball. Goes off his knee into his hand. Letter of the law says that's pretty harsh, but it's a penalty nonetheless. 3-2, Rodriguez slots it home, bar down and in past Berkey to make it 3-2, 3-2. Then 90+8, Rodrigo Aguirre, ball's played all the way forward. Berkey's out of his own net. Aguirre makes a run, has an open net to put the ball into, goes hockey style to close the game. 90+8, 4-2, 4-2, slots it home, beautiful goal. And St. Louis lose full time. It's 4-2, 4-2 esta noche. St. Louis lose in a heartbreaking fashion, and it didn't even get robbed. Let's be honest. You don't put your hand out in the box. You just don't do that. Even if by the letter of the law it's harsh, you still shouldn't put your hand out in the box if the ball's going off your knee and it's going right at you. You can't do that, Totland. You already almost were playing with fire when it hit your shoulder. And they took that one back, which rightfully so, but you can't do another one and just hope it gets taken back. I mean, dude, you got to be better than that. You really do. 4-2, full time. 4-2 esta noche. América advances. They will play Colorado, the quarterfinals. 2 Mexican teams are left in this tournament. 6 MLS teams are left. So, likelihood is MLS gets at least 2 of the 3 spots with third place, second place, and final champions. But for the CCL, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. With that being said, just like last year, with that being said, stats are as follows. 16 shots to 16, 10 shots on goal to 7, 55% possession to 45% possession, 485 passes to 386, 87% pass accuracy to 86%, 9 fouls to 3, 0 offside to 0, 2 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 6 corners to 4. América were, at the end of it, slightly the better team. They were pushing to tie this game up and then take the lead. I think St. Louis were wrong to park the bus after they took the lead. I think they were wrong. I think the longer they parked the bus, the longer América could build possession. And you can't let them do that. You can't let them build belief. You got to go and counter. You have to try to get one on the counter. I think, if you're St. Louis. I think you have to take your possession as it is and not just clear the ball deep. You have to find a way to counter. And they didn't. They let that ball stay in their own half since they scored that second goal. And they thought they would survive. They didn't. They didn't. even with the tied goal, they still fell apart. And yes, they did attack better after the goal was scored, the second goal. And they looked better then, but they still gave away the stupid penalty. And they still got empty netted. You know, you can't do that if you're St. Louis. And it's crazy that St. Louis, a second bottom of the West, St. Louis gave América a better fight on the road than last year's top of the West St. Louis team. That's props. I have to say there's props to that. That the second bottom of the West St. Louis team gives more of a fight to América on the road than a home top of the West St. Louis team last year. I got to give props for that. I really do. But St. Louis, arguably the way they were playing, should have won this game. But they shot themselves in the foot time after time after time. They let América slink by, which is what they did against Atlas, to be honest. They slunk by there. They slunk by here because St. Louis shot themselves in the foot. Tomasz Totland didn't learn from the shoulder ball that finally got turned over, rightfully so. He gave away another handball, harshly, but still did, and basically lost the game for St. Louis. A way wide cross leads to a header, a banging header for Valdez, who I think was man of the match. I think Diego Valdez was man of the match. He legitimately was cooking St. Louis. They need him, especially without Quiñones. Eric Sanchez might not be the guy. It might still be Valdez, at least for América. Valdez knows how to play the system of Jardinet, at least as of now. And he definitely cooked St. Louis. I think Valdez had an amazing game. Even before the comeback, I think he had an amazing game. I think he deserves to be man of the match. He got the goal that tied it up. And from there, St. Louis fell apart like a Jenga shack. So, for me, Valdez cooked him. I think he's man of the match. But St. Louis fell apart. They fell apart. It's a heartbreaker. I'm not even mad. I expected them to lose, but to lose the way they did is a heartbreaker. This hurts. This really hurts because the way they fought and looked like for 80 minutes could win this game, could take it to pens. It hurts that 10 minutes of this game was their undoing, the last 10 minutes, because should they have not parked the bus? I think they should have not parked the bus from 56 to 79. They should not have parked the bus. They did look better on the counter, playing the counter after the goal, even though they allowed 2 goals. It was really brain-dead defensive mistakes and looking for a goal that led to them, like, strongly looking for a goal that led to them screwing it up, especially that final one, the fourth goal. I still think they would have been better countering, though, and not just staying in their own end for 30 minutes. Or 25 whatever minutes. They should have got out and stayed out of their own end at some point. Maybe take some time off the clock. They did not do that, though. I think St. Louis, even though they fought hard, shot themselves in the foot. In the end, that's life. In the end, you live and you learn. And do they look better for the rest of the season in MLS? For sure they do. And could they make a run into the playoffs Kansas City style and be the 2024 version of Kansas City? I think so. I think they can with the way they've been playing. They gave América a fight, which you wouldn't expect out of St. Louis. I will give them plaudits, but it hurts the way it ended. América, they played their game and slunk through, just like they did against Atlas. So both teams on the bye advance, which is 2 of my 3 correct predictions, even though I didn't want this one to be, especially with all the upsets, but, as you could tell. But, both teams on the bye have advanced to the quarterfinals. Let's see what happens for the semis. Probably will. But we'll see. They both had a scare. They both did have a scare tonight. So we'll see. But, yep, 3 predictions correct during the round of 16 out of 8. We'll talk about that more on Thursday. But with that being said, St. Louis, you just blew it. It was a bad ending, a really nightmare ending, but you do have potential. That's the good news. With that being said, América, felicidades, congratulations on advancement. Commiserations to St. Louis. We'll see you during the league season. Hopefully the playoffs. I don't know if I'll do a St. Louis game during the league season, but for the rest of it. But we hopefully will see you in the playoffs. With that being said, we'll move on. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. If you like this video, hold on. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification when subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m., 1:55 for a live watch along in the UEFA Super Cup, Real Madrid versus Atalanta, and we will review that game. That's it for tomorrow. We'll be done by 5 o'clock, and we'll have a half day, I guess, sort of. And then Thursday I'll be here for the recap of the round of 16 predictions of Leagues Cup quarterfinals. We'll be here on Thursday for that. Friday's an off day. Saturday, it looks like all 4 quarterfinals are being played. If they play quarterfinals on Friday, we'll look at what that looks like. But I'll see you on Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, maybe Friday, depending on the schedule. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Damn, this game hurts. Peace.